I myself am going to be fighting December 20th here in Dubai. And if I'm going to fight, I mean, it's been a while. If I'm going to train and get in there, I may as well do it for a belt. And if it's going to be for a belt, it may as well be for the biggest one.
The biggest one? He's fighting Alexander Usyk for the WBC world title?
So I, as CEO, order a mandatory title defense for the heavyweight Misfits belt between myself, Andrew, the top G, King Cobra Tate, against Chase DeMoor. You may be younger than I am. You may be more active, you may be bigger, but everybody has a plan until they're punched in the face.
Now, whether you like Andrew Tate or not, he's one of the most famous and most influential people in the whole world. And he's having a boxing fight, which is absolutely crazy for a few reasons, which I'm going to talk about in this video. And with me being an Olympic medalist boxer myself, and had over 100 fights and trained thousands, if not millions of people in boxing, I kind of know what I'm talking about on this topic. And I've also offered to train Andrew Tate in person for this fight as well, which you might be like, Tony, what are you doing that for? He's this, he's that. Well, I'll tell you why in a second, which will make sense. And also on this video, I'm going to take a look at Tate's last fight and break it down and see how his boxing is. Now, this is crazy on so many levels. For one is Andrew Tate's audience, his main following, the people who are paying him millions and millions of dollars, are young lads who's calling him the top G, who's looking up to him for guidance, not only as a businessman, who he's a really good businessman when you see what he's done, but also as a tough guy, as a fighter. Now, with him having a fight, he's putting all of that reputation on the line. And it's his reputation that is making him millions and millions of dollars. He's even said that he is a billionaire, which I don't know whether I believe that or not. Probably not. I don't know. I've got no idea. But he is a very wealthy man. We see all of these clips of his cars, his mansions, he's traveling private jets. So why is he putting that reputation on the line? Now, Andrew Tate has got fighting experience. As far as I know, he's been doing it all of his life until like the last 5 or 6 years. He was a former kickboxer, had over 80 fights in kickboxing, I think professionally and amateur. And when I found out what his last fight was, I took a little look at it. This is it right here. So he's fighting this guy, and there's his brother in the corner. Now this was 2020, so 5 years ago. This was before he actually blew right up on social media and became massive. Now let's just take a little look at his boxing, even though I know this is not boxing, I think it's kickboxing. So, oh, straight away for that kick. But as we can see, Andrew Tate looks like a tall guy. Now that was a lovely hook, what he threw there. So the guy comes in with a big swing overhand right. He leans back out the way. Boom, pivot hook. Now the guy's just trying to rush him. I think Tate was off balance a little bit there. Let's watch that bit again. Here. Boom. Yeah, it was a little bit off balance there. And my specialty is footwork. So I can see right now a few things he's doing with his feet that he could be doing a bit better. Now, one thing I'm noticing as well is Tate's chin is pretty high in the air. I guess he's moving back, leaning back, so fine. But the guy's a lot shorter than him. The guy's a bit sloppy here, trying to knock him out in the first round. Yeah, this guy's just rushing in with wild punches. Tate moves his head nice there and pivots his feet out lovely. Now, watch this again. When someone's rushing in at you, what's he going to do? Look, he sidesteps there, takes his head off that line, whoom, brings the back foot round. Now he's got the guy on the ropes. So yeah, a couple of things rating his boxing. This is not a boxing fight, so it's hard. The guy in front of him is not great. So, I mean, he's standing having a fight with him. He's leaning back there, which if the guy, like he said, who he's fighting now is bigger than him, he can't lean back and leave his feet there because the guy's bigger than him. He's got probably a longer reach than him. And this guy's throwing wild hooks. If these were straight punches, you can't hold your feet or you're going to get hit on the way in. Nice overhand right there, an uppercut there, which is a very unorthodox punch to throw when you're leaning back in this position, but it lands on the guy's chin and it seems like a buckle of the guy's leg. He's just trying to weather the storm here in a fight, and if you're a boxer or you're boxing and someone's rushing on you like this, best thing to do is kind of weather the storm. Let the guy rush and do his thing, move back, move out the way. I would be working on my jab a lot more though, but again, this is not boxing, he's throwing kicks. So I don't think the jab is the thing to do all the time when someone's throwing kicks. As I said that, Tate just threw a jab there just to keep the guy thinking. So now we're into round 2. Guy's still coming forward with these big windmill punches. Yeah, so that's what I was just talking about there. So the guy is throwing like multiple punches, straight punches, which if I'm in this guy's corner, that's exactly what I'm telling him to do. So 1, 2, Tate is doing the lean back, the punch is just going past his head, but he's moving his feet as well, which is good. He's switching southpaw and orthodox. When you do that, you can move back faster, but then the guy gets into the ropes and now he should be working. Because the reason why you want to throw these punches is to get your guy to the ropes if you're shorter than the guy in front of you. Guy's wrecked now, look. As if he's come out, trying to knock him out, shot his bloody load. and now he's exhausted. Shaking his head, he quits, right? Yeah, if you shake your head like that, he's quit. So let's have a look at that combo that finished him off again. So right hand hits him on the top of the head, lead uppercut. Doesn't seem like it lands clean, but that's the one there. The right hand hits him on the chin, then the left hook, and then Tate keeps throwing punches, which I'll do that as well, even if he turns his back on us. So yeah, this is his last fight. Hard to judge his boxing skills when he's fighting an opponent that is not great, and the guy is shorter than him, and he's fighting someone taller than him, and then obviously it's kickboxing as well. But he's got decent reactions. He's got experience. He's had over 80 fights. Now here's the big thing. Tate is 1 year younger than me. He's going to be 39 years old on his next fight. Now, when you are getting older and you've been inactive in competition, the first thing that goes from you as a fighter, it's not your punching power, it's not your speed, it is not your footwork, it is definitely not your boxing IQ. If anything, for me, that goes up because you're watching fights, you're being around boxing, you can understand boxing IQ better. The biggest thing that goes, the first thing that goes is your timing, which is so important. When I retired, I was 27 years old. I went back in the ring to spar when I was around 33. I'd been out the ring for a few years. And the guy I was in front of, he was a professional. He wasn't nowhere near on my league. And I was sparring with him and I could see him throwing punches. I was like, I can get out of the way of this, but I couldn't. I just didn't have the timing to read that punch and get out of the way of that punch. And that's when I was like, oh my God, I still beat the guy up. But I was really shocked at how I couldn't get out of the way of these punches. Now that was sparring with 16-ounce gloves. And if you get hit, you're not really going to get hurt. Now Tate is going in there at heavyweight with 10-ounce gloves on. If your timing is not right, you're going to get knocked out. Because the reaction timing is not right, the thing that he's going to have to train is his footwork. Because footwork is the most important thing in boxing. And if you've got great feet, that can help you with your timing because you're moving in and out all of the time. When the punches are coming, that's just going to help you get out of the way of the punches even faster. And I'm a master at footwork. And I tweeted, Tate said, I'm going to come over there and I'll help you get your footwork on point, because I believe that's what he needs. And I'm actually going to Dubai anyway around that time, so it kind of makes sense for me to go there and be involved in this event, which if it does go ahead, which they're saying it is, it's signed, this is going to be absolutely massive. Now, I've got no idea who Tate is training with, but the guy who he's fighting is this kid here. He's an English kid, heavyweight. I don't know much about him. Let me have a quick look here. So he's had professional boxing fights. He's had 7 fights and he won 4 out of 7. He got stopped in his first fight. Let me have a quick look at this. Oh, so I remember this kid. This is the guy who, he throws like a crazy punch, and I'd done a reaction video to it. He was calling me old man on Twitter. This might be it here. Yeah, that wasn't there. That's this guy. Yeah, this was 2 years ago. That was a viral clip. Yeah, I think he's just really exhausted here. So again, this was the kid's first fight. I've got no idea what his background is. I've got no idea who the kid is in front of him. He's absolutely exhausted. Spat his mouthpiece out. I'm not mad at that. You know, he's absolutely exhausted. Spit that mouthpiece out. Get a rest. Obviously inexperienced. So it looks like the guy quit in the corner. Again, I never watched the full fight, so I don't know. But let's have a look at DeMoor's recent fight, because it's a bit unfair going straight to the worst one. Let's have a look at the last one. So this guy here, wow, he's a big guy. How tall is he? Looks chiseled as well. Look at that chiseled jaw. Oh yeah, I've been to this venue before in Mexico, in Tijuana. My lawyer actually had a fight here, where you fight people to get experience. Yeah, I've seen him round 1 of this fight. Looks way better than obviously that we seen in the first fight. What was that? Let me see that again. Look like he slipped. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, with these fights in Tijuana, a lot of these guys are just like working as, I don't know, like in restaurants and stuff, and they bring them out to fight. Like, look at that big swing there. I'm trying not to be disrespectful here to this guy or Chase DeMoor. You know, I love boxing and I respect people who get in the ring to fight. And he's got the same boots of boxing boots as me. But like seeing things like this, it just tells me like he's still got lots to learn. Like you see here, like where he puts his chin up in the air, like there, moving back with your chin up in the air, looking like you're afraid to get hit. Now I can see why Tate's fighting this guy. At first I was like, oh no, it sounds a bit dangerous. But like look at the chin in the air when you're throwing them punches. Like there, you kind of really stand like that with your chin in the air. Now, if this guy would box, you want to throw a jab then a left hook, and jab, the hands will come even further closer than a left hook around the side. Yeah, chin is way too high. if I'm working with Chase DeMoor, I'm working on getting that chin down, and I'm working on them feet as well. He needs to really fix his footwork. He's a big guy, he's athletic, but like, yeah, he's just inexperienced, I think. Actually, if I'm on Chase's team, or even if I'm Andrew Tate's team, I'm telling them, we need to get Tony Jeffries' Footwork Academy. The link's below, by the way, but on this academy, I give you everything you need to be able to fix what I'm seeing here with the footwork. I want to say something good. There's got to be something better of Chase DeMoor. So this one looks like he's won the fight. Yeah, with this. If this guy, Chase, turned his hip when he threw that right hand, like there, if you see again, he's not turning his hip. If he turns his hip, boom, he gets so much more power in the punches. But with him being a big guy, and I don't know who this guy is, obviously inexperienced, you can see he's inexperienced by the way he starts turning his back here and takes his eye off his opponent. Wow. And he keeps hitting him. What am I missing here? Maybe this Chase DeMoor is having fights, but they're not professional fights, because obviously that guy's not a professional boxer. But this was 2 years ago. So he's another one, right? This is a Misfits Boxing one. First clip I see, the guy's throwing wild punches. Looking better against these guys who, I don't know who this guy is, but obviously, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, exciting to see Andrew Tate get in the ring and do a fight. I'm definitely gonna be watching it. Are you gonna be watching it? Now let me ask you this, what's your thoughts on all of this Misfits Boxing? Again, I've not watched this. I'll watch someone like TSI if he fights. I'll watch someone like Jake Paul if he fights. I'll watch Darren Till. I'll definitely be watching Andrew Tate. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm all for this YouTube boxing. Like these guys, I would respect everyone that gets in the ring. My goal is to help as many people get better at boxing as possible. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to get better at boxing, you should watch this video right here.